Hey guys, Zephyrnix here. You know, sexiness and intelligence all in one beautiful ebony package. But enough about me. So I've been releasing some videos regarding MLD. Now, let me clarify something. Do I like the fact that MLD is being a fanboy? No, I don't. I respect the man for what he's doing now. The man is single-handedly, like, you know, I'm not saying he's owning you guys. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is he's owning your mind. That man is in your mind 24/7. For all you guys talking about all your hate videos, some people even left like 4 different separate comments on my page. I'm talking about MLD. I mean, if that's not that's not mind ownership, I don't know what is. You know, he does to you guys what El Presador does to the Xbox fanboys. You know, it's just, I mean, it's funny because they're totally on the opposite side of the spectrum. But I gotta respect them both. I gotta respect them both for what they did. And then the funny thing about it is that everything that you guys say about MLD is the same exact thing that you can say about El Presador. Now, I'm not talking about Presador now. I'm talking about Presador back when he was, you know, playing the role of the Sony fanboy. You guys flocked to him, and he had no factual evidence. He never had any factual evidence. Granted, he made that word popular. That's not the best he did in terms of factual evidence. It really was the case. But you guys flocked to it, you know? And then a lot of people are going to shout, well, it's all entertainment, it's all entertainment. It wasn't entertainment then. Because back in the day, boy, I know you guys still have dick marks in the middle of your cheeks from sucking his dick so hard. You do. Let's just put it out there. Come on, guys, seriously. Let's not be fake about this. Let's not be fake about this. You guys flocked to El Presador, okay? Like I said before, like cockroaches to a crumb. And I'm not knocking you for that. I mean, the guy was definitely alluring. He pulled you in with a laugh, and it's crazy. Hell, I mean, Dogman too likes El Presador too. I mean, he may have not liked him in the past, but I mean, it's just, well, at any rate, like I said, you can see a lot of Presador within Dogman's videos. You know, especially, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but have you ever heard Dogman laugh? It's like totally reminiscent. But at any rate, I mean, if you want to be fake and you want to hate MLD, you know, and especially if you're the same guys who yelling out Trey for life when El Presador brought it up, then you're fake. You're fake, and you need to grow up. Let's just be real about it. I mean, if you're gonna do this whole thing, you know, on YouTube and whatnot, give props where props is due. Yes, MLD has you making constant videos about him, making references about him, and you know why? Because he owns your mind. The same way El Presador owned all the Xbox fans. But enough about that. Let's stop there. Let's go ahead and talk about Sony for a second, because, I mean, we're going to call this video the reality, since that actually did have a lot to do with reality in my previous subject. This reality is regarding Sony fanboys. The reality of it is that despite the fact that how much you see the PlayStation 3 is selling, in fact, the man is not selling as well as you may think. Now, granted that does sell, it is showing how many units have sold, but think about it like this. First of all, you need to understand something. Sony is losing money on every PlayStation 3 that is sold. They're losing money on every PlayStation 3 that is sold. Still, they're losing money on every PlayStation 3 that is sold. They cut the prices, yes, but they're still losing money. They cut prices on development, is what I mean. But they're still losing money. Now, I want you to go ahead and think about it for a second. Now, I want you to go ahead and think about some other videos I made. Remember when I told you that there's something wrong? We got a problem because PlayStation 3 games aren't selling as well as they should be. The numbers, sales versus console sales versus game sales are not matching. Remember when I was saying that? It's still not. That's a problem, guys. That means that for gaming reasons, the consoles are not being sold. Like, if it was only for gaming, like they do with the Xbox 360, I mean, but if it's only for gaming, then the console would have sold maybe like it looks like 15,000, maybe 20,000, maybe probably even less than that, probably 15,000 most likely, and that's bad. I mean, I'm just looking at the math, guys. I'm just looking at the math. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm just saying I'm looking at the math, and from what I can see from the math, it's like people who actually bought PlayStation 3 for gaming had to be about 15,000, because all the other 1,000 had to buy it for a Blu-ray player. I know, because I know for one, I'm considering buying it for a Blu-ray player. Now, let's stop there, and let me see something. Okay, let's stop there, and let's look at something else for a second. Let's look at, what do you call that? Let's look at, well, we already looked at sales. Now, I want to go over something else that I mentioned too. Remember in that other video, I told you, PlayStation 3 fans, you have, I repeat, you have to start buying stuff from home. If you want to keep your console free, if you want to keep your PlayStation Network free, you have to start buying from home. I made that video about 5-6 months ago. And what you guys do? You wrote me off as some kind of a fanboy. Just because it wasn't pro PlayStation 3, just because I wasn't stroking your beards and stroking your backs about how good the PlayStation 3 is, how I wasn't you know, courting some genjutsu or something like that. I wasn't. I can see the reality for what it is. And the reality is that if you guys did not, I repeat, not go ahead and start putting money into PlayStation Home, you were going to regret it, because they were going to start charging you for the premium content. Excuse me, they're going to charge you for PSN. And what did they do? They're in development on this, trying to figure out a way to start charging you for premium content. Now, right now, the reason why it's taking so long for them to finally announce something official is because they're contemplating on whether they want to go ahead and charge you for online gaming. That's really the case. I promise you that's the case. Now, I know you said, oh, he said that he wouldn't charge us. You know what? He said a lot of things. Okay? One thing about Sony I can say is they said a lot of things. Half of it never comes true. So, until it is officially announced, you can't believe what anyone says anywhere at any time when someone has it, before, you know, it's officially set in stone. That is my, you know, that is fact. That is fact. You can't agree anything. You can't believe anyone until it's absolutely set in stone. And anyone who believes anything different is a mere child. No, seriously. No, seriously. If you believe anything else except for, unless it's in writing, you know, believe it until, you know, if you believe anything else, you're a child. You know? And you need to put away, you need to put away your childish toys. I don't know. But that is just the case. That is just the case. Let's, you know, so that is what, you know, I'm coming to tell you right now. Is that, for one, you need to listen to Zephyrnix, because when Zephyrnix talks, there's usually, the situation usually occurs, especially in the gaming industry. I've yet to be wrong. And I'm not, now, by the way, P-Bone, now I'm bragging. And why am I bragging? Well, I definitely have the right to, don't I? Because everything that I said that would happen has happened. I never said that Sony won't fall off the face of the earth now. Good thing, because they haven't, but aside from that, everything that said has happened has happened. Now, Xbox fanboys, don't get it all twisted now. And y'all was like, yeah, good job. Oh, stop it, because you guys don't have too much to be happy about either. I've done some research now officially on Game Room. What the fuck, Microsoft? Like, for one, you can't transfer your other games, and you can't even walk into the game room either. You can't, like, walk. So, essentially, home has the potential to be way better than game room. Well, they're not right now, you know, in the arcade section, but I mean, they actually have the potential to be better. All they have to do is start adding arcade games. All they have to do is add, like, an arcade section in their, like an actual arcade section within PlayStation Home, and bang, zoom, you're done. That simple. That simple. And somebody answer me, why the freak did Microsoft really believe that I'm going to pay 50 cents for a game, to play one game one time, that cost 25 cents back then? You expect me, Microsoft, seriously, you expect me to play an old game, a game that was made 15 to 20 years ago? Okay, you expect me to do that? And then you expect me to, what, pay 50 cents to play it once? Do you really expect me to do that when the game costs 25 cents to begin with? And then, like I said before, it's like 50 cents old. Now, granted that you can actually buy the game, and that's actually nice, depending on the game. I forgot the prices. I think it's like 500 Microsoft points, so that's like $5. Was it? I forget the point. But it's like 500 Microsoft points, and that equals to, you can buy the game on PC and Xbox 360. That's okay, I guess. You know, depending on if you're trying to raise the prices or not. But I forget the prices. Someone has to, you know, fix that for me. But I don't know. I don't think so, Microsoft. Anyway, I think you failed on that one. You guys have a good night. I'm out.